What is poppin', yo? Welcome back to another YouTube video. Yesterday was my birthday, and I do have Amazon Prime, so I was watching a Prime movie yesterday, and it is Guns Akimbo. Guns Akimbo does star Daniel Radcliffe, the person that played Harry Potter, in a new movie, and I'm going to be honest, this movie is incredible. It reminded me of Free Guy so much, and I wasn't expecting to enjoy it. I was expecting it to be a silly, low-budget, low-quality movie that Amazon Prime seems to always offer. I don't know why Amazon Prime always offers low-quality movies, but I'm all for it. I love watching random, wacky, shitty movies on Amazon Prime. It's quite funny, especially with, like, Jesus versus vampires, or the Pope versus the sofa, or the zombie sofa, or Spaghetti Man, or Evil Lambs from Space. Amazon Prime has it all weird, wacky, crazy movies. But Guns Akimbo did come out in 2019, and it was advertised all over the place because it had Daniel Radcliffe in it. And everyone loves Daniel Radcliffe. So, a computer programmer spends his free time trolling Schism, an underground fight club that live streams death matches. His life turns upside down when he is forced to participate in one such match. So, how this movie starts is our main character, Daniel Radcliffe, also known as Mike, another Mike, broke up with his girlfriend and is living a pretty shitty life. His boss hates him and degrades him every day he's in work, and he is forced to do coding for a really crappy mobile game, which no one plays. Honestly, I relate to that. I relate to a shitty work environment, not gonna lie. My old place had a very shitty work environment. So I connected with his character pretty much straight away. He goes home and plays on his video games and hunts trolls online and then starts arguments with them in comments of videos. I resonate with that as well. I've seen so many of those on my TikTok comment section, my YouTube comment section. I'll just be scrolling through, and then boom, there'll be an argument. I'm not involved in it, I just like to read it. But continuing on with the movie, he ends up on Schism. He doesn't know how he ends up on Schism, but Schism basically puts criminals, wanted people, downright crazy people to fight each other to the death for money and for views. And everybody watches it, apparently. There are so many people that watch it, and he stumbles across this site and starts an argument in the comments. They then put his IP address in the comments. He shits himself and slams the laptop down, goes to sleep, and his girlfriend texts him saying, "Hey, do you want to meet up at the park?" He goes to the park, comes home, goes to sleep, and then someone beats the shit out of his door. He answers like a crazy person, and 4 people come through the door and knock his ass out. They then bolt, they put screws in his hands and fingers to connect guns to his hands. The guns connected to his hands have 50 bullets each. He then wakes up back in his apartment with these guns on his hands, and he has a text saying that he has 24 hours to kill Nix or he's gonna die instead. If he flees town, he's dead. If he tries to run away, he's dead. If he doesn't manage to kill Nix, he's dead. So no matter which way he looks at it, he's dead. So he's very concerned, very confused, trying to find a way to get dressed and piss, because he accidentally shoots a gun, which is really loud, which sets off his asthma, so he needs to find his inhaler, and then he almost shoots himself in the head. So that's already like 48 bullets down. Well, he's already in 48 bullets. He then tries to piss, and he doesn't aim very well, as probably expected, with guns for hands, and one of the funniest lines in the whole movie is, "You know what, it doesn't matter, just don't shoot yourself in the dick." I fucking pissed myself at that, because, honestly, same. Have you ever caught your dick in a zipper? If you haven't, goddamn, you are blessed. If you have, it fucking hurts. But he then gets his door kicked in again by Nix, who is hunting him down. Because Nix is the top player, the top contester, who is trying to get her freedom, and Schism can grant that. Schism can clear her record, and she's basically just killing people for them so she can get a clear record. So, Daniel Radcliffe runs away to find his ex-girlfriend. He then is being followed by Nix. He goes to the police. The police think he's a crackhead and try and, arrest him. We then have Nix chasing him around New York City. He goes to see his girlfriend, pepper sprays him, goes to see a homeless person who helps him get dressed and gives him a dirty hot dog. He then goes to his workplace to see if he's being tracked. He is being tracked. He then runs away, and Nix finds him over and over and over and over again, no matter where he goes. So he finally accepts it, sets a trap for the police to come. His ex-girlfriend gets kidnapped by the boss of Schism, and they kill his co-worker friend. Then Nix kills a lot of gang members, while Mike gets taken by the police. The police people, plot twist here, are actually undercover Schism agents, which I was not expecting at all. This was a completely good plot point, and a very unexpected plot twist. I did not expect that. So that one did catch me off guard. It was a very good plot twist. We then have them turning on Nikki's father, and we learn more about Nick's past and why she sort of has a panic attack when she sees an explosion or fire. That's because her family died in a fire. And now the boss of Schism has killed her dad, so she teams up with Mike to go and kill everyone at Schism. For whatever reason, this is the turning point in the movie, and Mike is now epic with guns. After being shit throughout the whole movie and in pain every time he fires because of the pushback of the gun when you shoot the bullet, is obviously pulling on his skin, pulling on his hands. For whatever reason, it's no longer hurting him. For whatever reason, he's hitting every fucking shot. So, there we go. He hits every shot. Then, it's a mass murder. They pretty much kill everyone. Nix then sacrifices herself, blows herself up to kill this big room of people. And then, Mike ends up with one bullet, and against the boss of Schism, who has his girlfriend, he shoots, he misses. He then charges in and pushes him off the roof. He did tank quite a few shots, one to the arm, one to the liver, and then one to his neck. He's bleeding out on the rooftop. And his girlfriend is very scared of him and now has trauma. We then see him hunting down the rest of Schism, because it is now worldwide. He is now a special agent hunting down Schism members. What the fuck? I know, very wild plot points, very wild movie, and the edits on it is a mixed batch. The graphics and CGI is a very mixed batch. I will be honest there. The blood looks fake as shit when it's exploding out of people. When they get like gunshotted and the blood sort of splatters out, that looks really fake. But the makeup artists do really well with the blood when it's like dripping down their face. So it's sort of a very mixed batch. The real effects are perfect. The explosions look really cool. It's just the blood that looks really crap. I also like the video game sort of aspects in it, because that's what I said at the start of the video. It's like a mix of Free Guy and Saw, and I really like that. That is a really cool fucking situation, and I like how it keeps track of the bullets on the screen. It was like Deadpool having to count your bullets, and there was so many other effects on the screen, like pixelated video game effects and stuff like that. The acting and actors are really good as well. I like the psycho character that leads Schism. He's crazy and wild and really intense. I think he's really cool. And then we also have Daniel Radcliffe, who has such emotion. He's really good in Harry Potter, but he's really good in this. He has such emotion from his fear, his anxiety, his, like, absolutely everything. His devastation and depression from, obviously, the pain. And he wants to kill himself at one point. And then also having to eat a hot dog for 8 months old as well. It's just, he has such good range, and the entire range is shown throughout this film. Anger, depression, happiness, excitement. All the emotions are shown in this film from this one character. It is a roller coaster. You are rooting for him as well. You get to know him quite well. And he does have like this underdog story, which makes you want to root for him. He has a really shitty life, and now it gets turned around by the end of the movie, and he's like a secret agent, which is so fucking cool and bizarre. He goes from coding video games to being a secret agent, and it is fucking wild. It's fucking incredible. I don't know, it had me on, I don't know, I couldn't look away. It had me distracted from real life. It is one of those movies where it takes you out of real life, and you are just sucked into it. It catches you, it hooks you. It's got some great scenery, some really good plot twists as well, with Nick's dad being a cop and then the cops working for Schism, and all these different plot points. I don't want to say them all. I don't want to spoil it all. I do want you to go watch this movie, but there is some very good actors here as well, which I didn't expect to see. It is like got some great casting, like some A game actors are in this film. So it is very exciting and very cool. It came out in 2019. I remember seeing advertisements for it, and I did say I wanted to watch it, but no one else wanted to watch it with me, so I never actually watched it. I am so happy that I finally got around to it. It is a straight up 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10, because the only thing that was sort of like, that I looked at and was like, well, that's obviously fake, was the blood splatters from gunshots. That was all I was looking at. I'm like, that's fake, that's very off-putting. That was the only thing that took me out of the experience. That was the only thing that sort of took me out of the movie. The rest of it was fucking perfect and spot on. It was such a laugh. I was laughing at some of the jokes, most of the jokes. There's loads of, like, funny bits where she's shooting people in the balls. We had, like, Mortal Kombat references when she's beating people with guns and it goes to them, their bones breaking. It is just such a cool, wild movie. Like, who the fuck came up with this idea? It is so incredible and so intense. It had me on the edge of my seat for some moments, because sometimes, like, he gets shot and then he's like, is he okay? Is he not? Did he actually get hit? Did he not? There was one plot point that I actually managed to predict, which was when Nick shot him, but he was actually wearing a bulletproof vest. That is one that I predicted. That is one that I saw coming, and I knew their plan as soon as they put it into action. They didn't need to explain it for me to understand what they were doing. But it's a straight 9 out of 10 film. Please, please, please go watch it. It is on Amazon Prime. It is a fun roller coaster of a ride movie, and it is just absolute perfection. If you do want to go check out any of my other videos, any of my other sort of film reviews, show reviews, anime reviews, they're all in their own separate places here on the channel. And if you do like me as a person and you want to see what other stuff that I have to offer, you can go check out my other videos, or you can press the second link in the description to check out everything else that I have to offer, from my TikTok to my Instagram to my Twitch to my X to my pretty much anything else. And I hope you all enjoyed this YouTube video. I sure did. I sure enjoyed this movie. And I'll see you all next one. Have a nice day. And goodbye. Stay home and stay safe. And have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And I'll see you all in 2024. Bye-bye.